All right. How did you guys start feeling when you started to see all these battle rap platforms pop up like WRC, Grind Time, then of course URL and KOTD? Like when you started to see the shift and the change in the culture?
You know, I think I watched some of that at the very beginning, like when they first started popping up, and then honestly, I didn't I there was an English dude I kind of liked, and he would always be battling some dude from California. I don't even remember their names. One of my kids really liked that shit. That's how I would hear it. I'd walk by the room and go, "What do you listen to?" But I didn't watch it, and I don't because there's no music. And, motherfuckers are, rapping, they're doing total writtens. And I'm like, no, I don't want to watch that.
So you don't look at modern day battle rap in a fondly kind of way. Like you don't like it.
No, I mean, if that's what, I'm not going to waste my time watching it. Plus, it's also a lot of rapping. And if you had to deal with all the Scribble Jam music, I've heard my fair share I've heard enough battles to last me a lifetime. And, it's also a lot of, I'll give it at least a lot of those battles. Everyone's on point, but then occasionally I'll see one where there's 40 shit MCs and the one dude that's going to win, but there's no music. I don't like that. There's no music and dudes are doing precise writtens and then they'll fuck up and get to go back and do it over. And I'm like, now there's some of them that did battle at Scribble and did great. But there's a lot of them that in a scenario like Scribble where there's a beat and you got to be on beat and you're going to get called out on your written shit, especially when you're looking at your phone. They wouldn't stand a snowball's chance in hell if it ever came back around.
So you loved the time period where you had to rhyme to a beat and it was encouraged to freestyle at least some of your round.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is, like, when I say Dose One didn't have pocket lines, he did not. But he's one. If you took another 99 cats, everybody had fucking pocket lines, man. It's kind of a standard thing. But there was the era where it was supposed to all be off the head. Dose is the only one that held on to it. And I'm not even mad that dudes had pocket lines. But it was a line. You still had to get 4 or 5 lines to get the punchline to fit. And now I can just write a rhyme right now, just, everything in the room and you, and then there's nothing impressive about that. I get to study all your shit and then just do a written. That's not freestyle. It's not a battle. It's just two dudes rapping pieces of paper at each other. No. So, like, if Scribble happened again, we would definitely, we'd have the battle, but there would be beat, there would be music, and you're not going to stand there with a piece of paper, and that was the other thing. You didn't know who you were battling at Scribble Jam. So unless you happen to have a bunch of shit written that you could put Panda Chop in so I could dish you, I had to have a whole pocket verse about Panda Chop to make it work. And the chances of me drawing you, slim to none. You know what I mean?
Right. All right. So not too long ago, Mickey Factz tweeted, Eminem was not, I repeat, not a battle rapper. He was an underground artist who participated in rap competitions. Battle rappers take weeks and months to prepare for their opponent. Battle rappers were birthed at Mook versus Lux. MCs before that freestyled or wanted music careers. Do you agree with that?
That he wasn't a battle rapper?
Yeah, he feels like rappers before were not really battle rappers. They were people that wanted music careers that happened to compete in competitions.
Um, yeah, I mean, I can see how that could be true too. I mean, I get maybe, man. Because I mean, when you think about like the whole point of like making beats for you to rap to, like, if we're a group, is we want a record deal. That's all we ever wanted, right? You want the record deal. That was the light at the end of the tunnel when you were like coming up, was to try to like break through. So I could see where that would be the thing. It's like when you're a teenager and motherfuckers like, you got to do the talent show because you never know, you might get a record deal. And you did all the stupid ass talent shows trying to get lucky. I could see where that could be true.
But I feel like he's kind of moving the goalpost a little bit because in certain ways he's applying it and not applying it. Where like to say Eminem was not a battle rapper when he was battle rapping to the standards at that time, right? You know, because at that time there was not money in battle rap like there is now, where you could actually make a career off of it.
I also think that, so Eminem is a battle rapper. Do I think was a battle rapper? Yes. But I also think the light at the end of the tunnel was, if I can do this battle rap shit and fuck people up, that will get me to the next step. And then, here's where I go. The battling is a step on the way up the ladder. But he was a battle rapper. Yeah, fuck that. He's a battle rapper for sure. And then, he turned that into the whole business. So that was the first step. But you wanted that. Like you said, you weren't getting flown to Australia to battle then. You know what I mean? Like you were just, we were driving around in shitty cars to wherever we could. Same with DJs, just drove wherever you could fucking battle. And that was that. And get $50 and here's some Budweiser. Bye. But yeah, I don't know. Also, rap dudes arguing, and I don't know, and I don't really care.
So, but with that said though, right? Do you look at it in a positive way that now people are able to make money from just doing battle rap versus having a music career?
Oh, if you can eat off of battling, fuck yeah, why not? Like, I'm not going to shit on anybody else's hustle. Like, I wish it was presented different than it is, but fuck it. If you can make a living doing it, especially like if you're throwing those big events and all those people are, and everybody's eating off it, there's no hate at all for that. Like, it works. Fuck it. It works. Like, it's not like it's whack and I hate it like that. It's just not the way I would do it. That doesn't mean I'd be like, fuck that event. Because it's cats are loving it. You do all the oohs and ahs are there, but not the way I would do it. Doesn't mean it's shitty. It's just not what I would do.
Got you. Okay.